Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Biz Besties. We're back and we're five.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Wow. I can't believe it. I can believe it because we were there every literal moment of the whole thing. But 5 years ago, we decided, okay, we don't have a plan B. We're going to make this happen. And we had the most incredible community to kick it all off. And so many people are still here. I put out an email earlier this week that said, if you were one of the first 50 people who were in Manifesting Money Masterclass with us, we want to hear where you are now, an alumni call, and then we're going to send you a coffee. So if that's you, email connect@myalignedpurpose.com and tell us where you are now. Send us a pic or DM us over on Instagram and we'll send you a coffee, just like the good old days.
Okay, let's do gratitude in the theme of this then. What are you grateful for? Something in the realm of his business of the last 5 years, or yeah, gratitude in relation to a 5-year-old business.
I am grateful that we went all in from the beginning
Mm.
because, and this is so me, it's so technical and systems oriented for my gratitude. In 2020, we did Manifesting Money Masterclass, and a whole bunch of people signed up. And then we kept going. And then we decided to do a little mastermind. And then we decided to do one-on-one coaching for a whole year-long program. While that happened in the first 6 months, we brought in $100,000 of revenue. So I said to myself, with all my previous background in money and being a treasurer on boards and all that kind of thing, I'm like, we need to incorporate so that we can go big. And I'm so grateful that I had all the previous experience that brought me to my aligned purpose so that I knew what I was doing when we decided to incorporate. It was a big cost and we didn't need to incorporate and at that moment, but because we did, a whole bunch of other things have occurred. Like I had the proven income to buy this house I'm in now.
Mm.
We've had, because we've been a company for 4 years, we have all of this credit that's available to us. Not that we use it, but we could. We have savings in the bank. We have systems set up. We are an actual business that's actually functioning, and we don't stay up at night worrying about bookkeeping or money management or anything like that because from day one, we've been taking this seriously and saying, okay, we're going so big that we need to have this money system in place to take ourselves seriously so that when we are so freaking rich, we have the tax saved, we have our business savings, and we're transferring money to our holding companies every month. Anyway, so I'm grateful that you gave me the leeway to be able to make that decision and to back me up when I said I think we have to go all in legally, accounting wise as well, and that we can do whatever we want now because we have this structure set up to support us.
Yeah, safety, it can be built into your own business. Security can be built into your own business, and it is such a
Mhm.
nice feeling for sure. I feel like in the way that you said this is so me systematic, what you're grateful for, I feel similar in my own gratitude of I feel so grateful that I never put down that a real business can't use manifesting, that you can't infuse manifesting and energetics and mindset into a 7-figure business and lead hundreds and hundreds of other business owners to believe, like truly at their core, that mindset is the emphasis of it all. To have the accounting and the bookkeeping and all of that in place, if you don't believe that's going to work for you or set you free or create the security, then you're still going to be up worrying at night. So I feel
Mhm.
like we've done such a good job personally of dedicating daily work to our own mindset, but really reminding our clients day in and day out of we're not joking. We're not saying take this lightly when we say work on your mindset, work on it. And I also want to say I'm really grateful for all of the money books we've read along the way. But something that I saw, I need to remix this and make a reel. I took a screenshot, but I saw that Sarah Wiles, who shares very politically and openly about being a feminist in America in this day and age, she made some sort of post the other day. And the comments, there were tens of thousands of comments, and I love reading comments. And I read one of the comments, and somebody said, What business books would you recommend written by women for women? And she commented back and said, I have to be honest, I don't see many business books written by women for women. And I thought, we're going to solve that problem. We're solving it. Our
Yeah,
book
that's true.
is going to go out there. And I'm so grateful for all the books we've read along the 5 years, especially the money books, incredible money books written by women. But if
Mhm.
I think about all of the amazing business books we've read, they've been written by men.
Well, I can think of three off the top of my head who are written by incredible women, and then we'll add ours to the pile as well. We have, and I know you're going to know exactly who I'm saying, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers.
But wouldn't you say that's money?
It has lots of business stuff in it.
It does, but you don't have to be a business owner.
No, but then we have Rich as Fuck, also lots of business stuff, but you don't have to be a business owner. And then we have Fabienne's The
Yes.
Leveraged Business. And
Yeah.
that book really changed our life. It really changed how we run the business. We enrolled in that coaching program and we figured out how we want to structure our group coaching program and learned so much from Fabienne. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say yes. Leverage is a true business book. The other
Yeah.
two, yeah, I would consider like there's room there to learn as a business, but you don't need to be a
Mhm.
business owner. I think they're incredible money books. And I
Yeah.
think we're going to set the stage
Mhm.
with money, mindset, business.
Yeah. I'm so excited for everyone
Mhm.
to read it.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll talk about our book club later. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Today, let's get into it. Kayla, we said that we were going to talk about being open to miracles and the surprising way
Mhm.
that you can receive a yes and the whole mentality of it's really not over till it's over. So, one of the ways that we were just discussing as we do before we hit record, and then we're like, okay, let's just have this conversation in real time on record. But we were talking about this whole idea of we just make everything up in our minds, make everything up in our heads, especially based off of past experiences. And when we think about timelines, and I said, I'm guilty of doing this. I think we are, I think lots of people are, of putting a timeline on, oh, my business can't make six figures until XYZ happens, or until a year passes, or until I'm in business for 5 years, then maybe I'll make 500,000 or whatever it is. And for people to really understand that timeline that you're putting on, let's just say the sales in your business, the money being generated in your business, that timeline, you are placing an emphasis most likely on something that has occurred in the past. The last time it took me 3 weeks to fill up an event, so it's going to take me 3 weeks to fill up an event this time. And that probably will happen because the actions you're taking and the direction in which you're moving is based off of the belief that it can only happen this way because of the proof that you're looking at. And while we often say look for proof, we are
Mhm.
huge proponents of looking for proof. If your proof doesn't work for you, or you would like proof that it can happen better, easier, faster, then go look for that proof. And oftentimes, I think people just look at the proof of their own past experiences. And
Mhm.
so, a question that I was telling Kayla that I saw in this book that I'm reading, I'm pretty much done with the book. It's called The World is a Mirror, a complete guide to manifest anything you want with 100% success rate. Wow, what a
Ooh,
guarantee.
okay.
She says, this question is, what makes me think I can't be a millionaire by next month? And I just think that I would love for everybody to ponder that question and notice all of the stories that come up for you. I don't have the clients, I don't have the audience, I don't have the XYZ. I'm still in my 9 to 5. I don't have the systems in place. How would I even manage that money? And then you can start to see that you're actually the bottleneck in this all. You are the limiting belief creator in this whole question that you can ask yourself. And we're gearing up to start cash flow on June 25th. Cash flow is heavily focused on sales because if your business isn't making sales, then you don't actually have a business or a profitable one. And I just see how many people like want to have a business and they want to be making money in their business, but you're putting a timeline restraint on it. You're
Mhm.
saying like I can't make this money or I can't work with this amount of clients. I want you to ask yourself, what would happen if you sped that up? What would happen if you said, I am participating in cash flow. I am joining up to this program. And in 5 weeks, I am going to earn the goal that I have in 5 weeks. Why do you think you can't make that amount of money that you want to make in 5 weeks? Set a really big goal for yourself. Let's connect at the end of July and celebrate summer sales. Take August off or take a little bit of a break in August with
Yeah.
all of this new money in your bank account. That's totally possible. That we believe that's totally possible because we would anchor in that belief day in and day out. And the people that don't believe that's possible, it's because they don't do the mindset work.
Yeah, it's a reoccurring cycle.
Yeah.
It's like you think that this can't happen because of this thing. And so you're acting as if it can't happen because of the limiting belief. And then it doesn't happen, which reinforces the limiting belief. And it just keeps going and going until you stop and choose a different thought to try to build, not even try to begin to build a different belief. There's this, I just feel compelled to share this right now, but I get this feeling in my body when I'm ready to let something in and manifest it. And it feels like a lot of excitement coming from my chest up. And it feels like my arms, if you're watching on video, we do this on YouTube as well. So go over to YouTube and check it out. Feels like my arms are like this. I get this whole, I can get that feeling without doing the motion in my body. But when you're talking and we're removing limiting beliefs and we're thinking, why can't I be a millionaire by next month? Why can't I be a millionaire by next week? What is stopping me from doing that? And I start peeling away the onion of the limiting beliefs and saying, what if that's not true? What if that's not true? What if that belief is not true? It makes me feel like there's so much space in my chest to be open and expansive and put my shoulders back and open and expand. It happens with manifesting with your thoughts, but it can also happen when you do something that you really didn't believe you could do. And so, like, gripping onto that feeling so that you can feel that again in the times that you're doubting yourself, flip back to the feeling of, oh, yeah, I actually did that. And that was amazing, is something that can bring you back into that manifestation state. You want an
Yes.
example?
Yeah.
I have to bring this example from my push ups because my goal in our mastermind, and if I don't do it, then I have to be a loser. So I have to do it because I'm a winner, is to do 25 push ups in a row. Now, this has been since beginning of 2024, a feat that I've been working on. And I have a personal trainer at the gym and I was working on pull-ups from February until now. And now I can consistently do 15 in a row with a green band. So,
Wow.
not like without a green band yet, but that will happen. And I said to him this morning, I think we have to switch because I need to really go into high gear with push ups. And then he said, he knows my goal is 25. And he said, I'm here for goals, but not for limitations. So what if you did 50? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Okay. So there we go. The trainer at the gym showing me that if I double the goal, it removes the limitation of 25. And I don't
Mhm.
really want to be aiming for just scraping by at 25. But every time I hit another number, like I'm up to 17 now in a row, it teaches me that it's usually 99% of the time not full body collapse. It's actually mental failure. I could probably squeeze out another one if I really just took a breath, did a full tall plank, and then went down and did it. But my mind is saying, I've only ever done 16 at once before, so why would I be able to do 17? I've
Mhm.
never seen 17 happen. And that happened from the beginning when I could do one and then I could do three. And I'm like, oh, I've never done more than three. What happens if I try to just push it to four? And I'm really in the vortex of this experience of what if I just push it to one more and see if that's possible without rushing, without the pressure, just with, okay, let's just see what's possible. And it really helps open up the manifestation channels.
Did you ever read? I feel like we discussed it, but I was listening to it. And I don't know that you ever did, but did you read or listen to Ed Milet's book, Just One More?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's his whole concept with everything in life.
Oh,
One more sale, one more push up, one more minute of meditation.
oh,
Just aim for just one more and then just one more and then just one more and then notice how everything has this like massive momentum and shifts for you.
Oh, I need to get it. I'm going to get it right now.
So, this whole conversation leads to the idea that you have to be open to surprises. You have to be open to miracles and yeses that you didn't know were coming. Oftentimes, when we're thinking about, say, launching a Lion CEO method or something, we definitely have a leads list. We have people that we're like, we've been talking to, they've indicated maybe they want it, that sort of
Mhm.
thing. But if we energetically, subconsciously limited ourselves to we only know these people. These are only the people following us on Instagram or opening our emails. So therefore they could be the only buyers. Then that limitation would manifest itself into reality.
Yeah.
Yet we're like we play in both realms of like practicality. Here are the people who've indicated they've wanted this. Let's make sure that we don't miss them and
Mm.
loop them into the sales cycle. And then universe, we're open to more. We don't know who's watching. We don't know who's referring. We are here for more and more, especially aligned people. And I think a great example of this was at She Leads. We opened up the doors to Aligned CEO Method, and we had 7 people join us in that month from that opening. And of those 7 people, I don't believe any one of them had previously worked with us before in cash flow, in Align Business School, in Manifesting Money Masterclass. When I think about that, 7 brand new people
Mm.
into a year-long commitment with us, a really big yes. We couldn't have predicted that. We couldn't have predicted that they were even going to be at She Leads, let
Mm.
alone really want to then continue on being in the energy of us and everybody else who's in the mastermind. That to me was there were some people at She Leads that I thought, oh, they'll probably join us in Align CEO Method. And they didn't. For whatever reason. Maybe it'll be their time later. But all the surprise yeses, having 7 people say yes to a year-long program, I feel so excited about, so grateful for, and I'm so happy that you and I continue to have this belief of more and more, please. We don't need to know who they are up front.
The better it gets, the better it gets,
Yeah, the better
as
it gets, the better it
Abraham would
gets.
say. Okay, so what this makes me think of is there are miracles. There's the yeses that you're not controlling. And in my mind, there's 2 columns. And I learned this from fundraising because fundraising is not for the faint of heart. Literally, I did fundraising for 12 years, if not before that, with everything else I've always done. I've always loved talking about money. I've always loved connecting with people. That equals fundraising. So, sales, fundraising, all the same thing. And I would have my targets because when you work for an organization, they give you metrics. And I knew I had tons of responsibility, but no power in that kind of situation. I can't make someone say yes to a fundraising ask. Same thing with sales. You cannot convince or force or whatever someone to say yes. They're saying yes based on what resonated with them on their own timeline, what's happening in their life, how much help you need, how much your offer speaks to them. The thing that you can control is the activity that you're producing in your business. And another way to say that is all the things you're doing every day that are moving people from, hi, here I am, nice to meet you, to yes, let's work together. So we have in cash flow, which we go way deeper into, 4 bubbles that help us move through this cycle. We call it the sales cycle. 4 bubbles that help us move through to move people to a yes.
I think about the first one, prospecting. And for everybody who's listening to this as an online business owner, just a reminder that you have an opportunity to prospect for free with 5 billion people on Instagram. And prospecting is starting to build that connection. Hey,
Mhm.
follow the person or follow them back or say hello in the DMs or like their comment. It's setting the groundwork of, hey, I know you, you know me, following along, seeing what they're up to. We don't make it complicated. We do not make sales complicated. You don't
Mhm.
have to make sales complicated. So if the word prospecting feels like, ooh, like a recruiter going out to find somebody to play at the sports team at university, that sure, that is a form of prospecting. And your form of prospecting can be just going through content on social media and seeing who you vibe with. And oh, I saw them make a story that said they are really excited to make a course and they don't know how it's going to go yet. And then following along, and it's, oh, they just left their corporate job, which had no background in sales. Okay, I'm going to gather here that the problem they're going to come up against very shortly is they're really excited. They're a visionary. They've made this course. It's fucking awesome, but they don't know how to sell it. So it's a great
Then we move.
opportunity to prospect.
Yeah. So prospecting is finding people and letting them find you. Top of funnel, looking around. But then you find this person who you're like, okay, I see you creating this course. It's amazing. You have no idea how to do sales. You move them into cultivating. And the cultivation phase, which we call it, is, let's say prospecting is the bubble on the top, and then you move to the right and you see a cultivation bubble. Okay, we're going in a circle. Prospecting, cultivating, here we go. Cultivating is talking to people like a normal person. Everybody calm down. Just like you would talk to somebody at the grocery store, or just like you would talk to somebody poolside in Cabo, just like you just want to have a conversation and say, hey, what are you up to? Let's talk about your business. What do you do? How can I help? And then you begin to talk to them and you have to see, can you help them or not? And if you can, you begin to move them into the sales phase.
Yeah. The whole like, can I help you can be as natural and organic as we reminded and got all of our Align CEOs to do this at Align CEO Day is simply ask the person, how can I refer your work?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's as simple as that. How can I help? How can I refer your work? Without an expectation that they are going to buy from you. That is the whole concept of deposit and withdrawal. Then the next thing, so you're asking them how you can refer them, how you can help them, genuinely caring about how you can refer them and help them. Don't ask that if you don't intend to actually help them or refer them. But we know everybody who listens to this is in integrity. So then you've done that. And again, without an expectation, you get to then invite them. We always like to say sales is just an invitation. Hey, I referred you out to these three people. I hope they reach out to you. Super excited about the work that you're up to. I wanted to let you know I have this course or this membership or this event happening, and I would love for you to be there. I think it would be so awesome for you to meet the people in my network, for them to meet you. If you're interested, I can send you over the code. I can send you the link. You
Yeah.
let me know. Let me know what
Yeah.
questions you have. You've just asked for the sale in a really easy, genuine, authentic way.
Yeah, absolutely. So to recap, we're out there mixing and mingling. You're finding people, they're finding you, you're having conversations. The people who you can support, you're moving into the cultivation phase where you're having conversations with them about what they're up to, how you can refer them, how you can support them. And then when it's time to move into the selling phase or whatever you want to call it, the invitation phase, then you can say exactly what Nicole just said. Hey, I have this thing. I'd love to have you in it. What do you think? And then people say yes, or they say not right now. And then lots of times, the not right now is where we have to kick into gear because it's not over until it's over. Maybe they have questions. Maybe they don't fully understand how you can actually help them. Maybe it's something that they do need help with, but they have in their mind that they want to do something else first. Whatever is going on there, continue the conversation. Keep going with the conversation. Answer questions, be helpful, give support, and then eventually they'll likely say yes or they'll drop off.
And you can give them something to continue them binging your content, so to speak. So if you've got a podcast or a freebie or something, okay, you're not ready for Align CEO method yet. Totally understand. And we're here when you're ready. In the meantime, if you haven't been listening to our podcast, we talk about business and mindset twice a week, every single week. Here, I'll drop the link for you.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
Or
You get to give to them
exactly.
again.
Yeah. Or if you want to test us out with just a couple of weeks and really learning about how you can increase sales in your business, you can come and join us in Cash Flow. We start June 25th and we love to have you in there. And then it's just like 4 weeks really light commitment, but really high results on your part. There you go.
I think that over the years, I've really grown to love sales because I just see it as a way to connect with people. If you identify as a connector, as a networker, as somebody who likes to build relationships and meet new people, you're probably really good at sales.
That's all it is. All it is. How can I help? For example, I get acupuncture from Rachel Mark at Glow Integrative Clinic. And I love getting acupuncture from her, and she supplies me with all of my supplements. And I am a health nut. So I'm into the supplements, I'm into the nutrition plans, I'm into acupuncture, massage, you name it. Glow is my number one place that I go to get all of that served. So I was talking to her about protein powder because I love working out and I love to have a protein shake every day. But I've been having vegan protein powder because I don't have dairy. And Rachel says, okay, in full script, I'm going to send you the protein powder that I think you should try, which is hydrolyzed beef or something like that. Anyway, so she sends it over. It's in my full script cart. I added some magnesium and I clicked buy because she listened to what I needed. She knows me really well. If she had the solution to me not wanting to have pea protein, but not wanting to have whey, she said, okay, I'll do that for you. And then she sent me the cart, the full script cart with it all ready to go. What else can I ask for? I clicked buy and it's on its way to my house right now. That is sales. That is connecting with people, genuinely caring, and recommending something they need.
And imagine the difference in just a tweak of energy of if you would buy or not. If you told Rachel you were looking for protein and she was like, oh, but was afraid to sell. Oh, I don't know. We have this kind, but it's a little bit more expensive than maybe the kind that you would buy at the store. And I don't know. And should I put it into your cart for you? Or would you rather do that? All of
Oh
that
my God.
energy is like, I'm going shopping somewhere else. Be
Yeah.
so
Nobody likes
confident.
that.
Nobody likes that. Be so confident in what you are selling, back what you're selling, product, service, whatever, both.
Yeah.
And it's just going to make it so much easier.
Yeah. Be like Rachel. I'll put it in your cart. Go ahead. You can just click buy.
Yeah. Be like Rachel, be like us. Come join Cash Flow. We
Yeah.
start Wednesday, June 25th, but we're kicking it off with a really special, different way than we ever have before because we're combining two offers. Every July, we in the past, for the last 4 years, we have always offered a VIP day, which has run about $2,000 for the VIP day. We are offering a VIP session to talk about your six figures in the next 6 months combined with cash flow. So your very first call is six figures in the next 6 months of 2025. Then we move into 4 weeks of cash flow. And people are like, is cash flow a course? Is it a program? What is it? It's like a mini Align CEO method. We do masterminding, we do hot seat coaching. Of
Mhm.
course, you get the education and the content, and we work through that with you. And it's an opportunity to meet other business owners. Plus, you get to meet all of our Align CEOs because they're in there as well. And we always say your net worth is in your network. So put yourself in new rooms. And the very best thing about cash flow, it's our last time running it in 2025, is that this is a exact sampler of Align CEO method for 1/15 of the price. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be in. We are going to support you to blow up your business and eliminate that timeline. If you're like six figures in 6 months, how would I even do that? You are the perfect candidate for cash flow because, first thing, like Nicole said, we're going to do that 90-minute intensive on removing those blocks, on your mindset, and supporting you to grow your business. And then we go deep for 4 weeks. And it's really like we said, it's light on the timeline and then big on the results. You just have to show up and do the work when we do the live call. You can do as much as you want to do, but you need to be open to miracles, open to having conversations with people, and we will help you along the path. Yay.
The link to register for cash flow at just 997 Canadian. So you're
Mm-hmm.
saving $500 off. That's an insane deal. It will go up to $14.97. To save $500 off, click the link. This is limited spaces only. We don't open this up to a mass audience. We keep it intimate. That way, there we can actually coach you. So go claim your spot right now. We can't wait to celebrate you. And for those of you that pay in full, get ready for your new favorite mug to arrive in the mail and join all of the cash flow queens all around the world. We bring our mugs together, we cheers our coffee, and we make a lot of money. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of good in the world.
Okay, I can't wait to see you.
Bye.